Hi, thank you for joining me on my channel as I transform my entryway. Once again, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos. I'm in the process of revamping and updating different areas in my home, and I decided to start with my entryway. I had a small budget to work with, but I had big ideas for this small part of my home. I started by removing the outlet covers and then wiping down the surface. I used a mildly damp cloth. I had to make sure it didn't wet the surface too much. I wanted my entryway to have a warm, cozy feel, so I opted to go with grayish wood-like tiles, floor tiles that I got from Home Depot. As you can see, it's really thin, which is good, and the texture makes it feel like real barn wood. I started measuring out the length of the planks on the wall and seeing what the best fit would be. Then I cut out the area where the curtain rod would fit in so that it could have a continuous flow. This project would normally take about 2 hours, but for some reason I had issues with the glue gun at the beginning and actually throughout the whole project, and it added about 2 to 3 hours more on my project, making this a 5-hour project as opposed to 2-hour, and I hated the process. To give you guys just a glimpse of what I went through, I'm gonna minimize my efforts of trying to get the glue gun to work to the bottom of the screen as I keep the rest of the project going so you can see how long it took me. These tiles were so easy to work with. The paper behind it that I'm peeling off is because these tiles have a sticky back, but I read reviews online that they recommended to add additional glue to it because the stickiness of the board doesn't last too long on walls. That is why I'm opting to add glue to it. Once I placed the boards on the wall, I applied pressure to make sure the glue that I put behind it spread it out evenly enough to cover the full board against the wall. This process seemed pretty simple to me. I really enjoyed it, but do you guys have a better way of doing this? It's my first time putting tiles on a wall, so I'm not sure. If you have a better way or an easier process, comment below, let me know, because I plan on doing projects like these more often. The reason I started doing this project was because I wanted to renovate and update a lot of areas in my home, and I realized that we would need a large budget to do that. So I decided and opted to go for small sections in my house with the budget that we have. Like that, the projects can get started, and also we can see some type of results in our vision for what we wanted our house to look like. Between buying the materials and actually doing the project and decorating it and finishing it, this literally took me about 2 days. So this is a true weekend project, and I recommend anyone to do that. If you have a small budget, start with small sections in your home. You don't have to revamp a whole living room or a whole kitchen. Just start with a small section. These floor tiles were so easy to cut. So I'm going to show you real quick how easy it was to cut. All I used was a blade, and I just scored it once. I only really had to score it once, even though I did it a couple of times. And all it did was just mark a line. And once you mark that line, all you had to do was fold it and bend it back and forth, and it'll give it a clean cut. Look at that. Snap right out. And if you look at the cut, it's nice and clean. I loved working with these tiles, but not the glue gun. Once I did the top area of the wall, I did the smaller side because the tiles, even though I had to cut them, it was pretty simple to cut, and since they were all the same size, it made it very easy. I decided to do this side first before the bigger side because I knew that it would just be easy to cut these and then use the pieces I cut from these to fill in the bigger side on the left. And I am still working on the glue gun, as you can see in the bottom. Still working on the glue gun. Oh my God! Doesn't that look beautiful? I was taken back. Wow. This looked better than I even imagined. So I'm not done yet. I had to replace the outlet covers for the switch and the outlet, and oh my gosh, I just have to say, this looks so beautiful. It even looks more beautiful in person, and it just caused a dramatic change in my home. My husband was like, this looks like a magazine, and I was like, yes, it does. If you have a vision for your home, I say do it. Go ahead and do it. Like, look at this. Even the texture, like when you come against it, it's real wood. It feels like real wood. You see those ridges? You can actually feel it. It's so authentic. I love these tiles. So, yo, like this was so amazing for me. I was, oh my gosh, like I'm still in awe. And wait till I decorate it. Wait till you see how I decorated this. I mean, am I wrong? Look at this. What do you guys think? Now, I changed the mirror that I had before, and I got a round circular one with gold trim because I like the roundness against the rectangular boards. Also, I put my table against it, but I didn't like the color. I think it blended too much to the wall, so I chose to paint it and change the color. And the color I chose had to be a little bit dramatic because I wanted it to pop. So I chose to paint it a blue, because I think those edges of the legs would look so much better if it had a pop of color against the wall. The color I chose was Express Blue, and it's in an eggshell finish. And here I am. I had to paint it and change the coloring. I think the result was great. What do you guys think? That blue looks royal. And then with the gold trim mirror, it's gonna look great. Look at that. I was able to get all the little edges and creases, and it looked great. Pow! Baby, there you go. Look at that beauty. Wow, look at that against that wall. I decorated with some minor pieces. Wow. Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, like this is fabulous. What do you guys think? Do you guys love it? Is it okay? Like, let me know below in your comments. What do you guys think of this full project? Altogether, here's the cost of my project. Yes, that's right. Altogether, it was under $200. Come on, guys. If I've inspired you to start those projects you've been holding off, send me pictures below, comment below. Let me see your results. Let me see what you guys get to do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Join me for more projects as I continue to renovate my home. Take care. Bye.